Hello everybody, welcome back to Drunken Sailor. Well, I hate to say it, the boat came out of the water this last week. That ends my favorite season of the year, and that's boat season. That leads me to my second favorite season of the year, and that's apple season. So what we're going to do is we're going to celebrate with a couple of apple cocktails coming up here. And today we're going to start with one I think you'll like. Those of you that are joining us for the first time and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. That way you're sure to find out what we're making for these cocktails. Also, and as always, we do appreciate your comments and your likes. With that being said, let's get pouring. Today's cocktail is the Tender Knob. And we're going to take a apple slice. It's about a 1/4 inch slice of apple. And I've actually got that cut down into quarters because we're going to muddle that, make it a little bit easier. First ingredient going in there, in honor of the name Tender Knob, we're going to be using Knob Creek Bourbon. It's their 9-year, and we are putting in there 1.5 ounces of bourbon. Our next ingredient is going to be agave syrup. That's going to help sweeten it up. We're going to use 3/4 ounce. Next ingredient, we're going to use some ground cinnamon, and we're going to use a pinch of that. So that's about 1/8 teaspoon. That's going to go into the cocktail. Next, we muddle. You want to chop that apple up there. You're going to get a little bit more of that apple flavor in there. Next ingredient, and what we're going to use is apple cider. Now, there's 2 ways of making this. You can use apple cider in it, or if you have hard cider, you can use a hard cider, and that would put a little bit of effervescence in there too. But today, we're using apple cider because we get it nice and fresh. 2 ounces is going in there. Now we take the other half of our shaker tin. We grab ourselves a block of ice. Put it together, and we're going to give it a good shake to chill it down. Got that shaken up. Next, we're going to use our rocks glass. We're going to get some fresh ice. That's going to go in a glass. Now, normally with fruit, we tell you in there you should be double straining. We want to put a little bit of apple in there too. So we're just going to use a plain Hawthorne Strainer on there. We're going to get a little bit of apple in there. It's going all together. We're almost there. One last final step is we are going to garnish with a slice of apple. Now, what I like doing with apples this time of year is take the apple slice and I sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon sugar on there and then torch it. You kind of caramelize that, and that is the Tender Knob. And that is autumn.